Hi everyone, welcome to Strike. In today's video, we are going to look for how to find strong stocks after a correction or a fall in the market. So before we begin, I'll just like to give a small recap of what we covered in the last video. So we were in diffusion indicators where we observed many divergences at this top where the number of stocks above certain averages were falling throughout the different parts of the market, and there was a fall in the mid cap and small cap indices followed by the nifty itself. So first the small cap and mid cap indices stopped somewhere in feb, around 8th of feb, and nifty topped later in beginning of march. So now we have already reached the very oversold zone here, in terms of breadth based on diffusion indicators, and we are seeing some of the indicators trying to pick up from the extreme oversold zone. So if we look at number of stocks above 20 DMA, it has made a higher low on small cap and trying to come up. If we look at mid cap, then the same is true there as well, in fact with a positive divergence. So here there is a positive divergence in the mid cap index. So when we have gone through such kind of a fall in the market, and we see oversold readings on some of the indicators, we can anticipate some kind of up move or a bounce. But how do you find some strong stocks for this? So the very first scan that we run is to actually look for strength based on the performance. So if during a falling market, some parts of the market fall less or in fact do not fall at all, that means they are the strong sectors or stocks which have strength. So before starting that, let's look at the important dates that we will be scanning. So we can see small cap index made the highest high level on 8th of Feb. If I look at mid cap, this also made the highest level on 8th Feb. Nifty 500, which is the broader index, this one made the highest high on 4th as well as on 11th March. So let's look at Nifty. So Nifty made the highest high on 7th of March. So now we have important dates in our hand. Let's begin scanning for relative strength in the heat maps. So I'll just go to custom, and first I'll put the date as 8th of February till today. So this is the date where the small and mid cap indices stopped out. So if I look at performance since 8th of February, this is the list of sectors of how they have been. You can see sectors like small cap, mid cap, micro cap, media have fallen a lot, followed by PSE. But sectors like autos, banks, financial services are actually in green. Okay. Now within auto, you can see names like Bosch, Bajaj Auto, Maruti, M&M, all up more than even 5%, and some of the names which are red as well. In the bank nifty also, some of the stocks are in deep green, some are in lighter green shade. So auto and banks, we have to remember that these can be the pockets of strength. Now let's do a scan from the second date, that is 7th of March. Like during these dates, what has fell less, right? So between banks and autos, they have almost fell by the same percent, that is 3% on the index level. And within the baskets, few of the stocks are negative, few are positive. So some common names that we saw in that scan and this one is Maruti, Eicher, Bosch, etc. And from banking, the only one positive is Kotak Bank. So since this date is selected on the basis of Nifty index, let's check Nifty as well. So if we look at Nifty, then stocks like Maruti, Bajaj Finance, Bharti Airtel, Eicher, Apollo. So these are the ones that have not fell much during these dates. So one name that we have seen everywhere and from the auto sector is Maruti. So we'll keep in mind this stock as well. So now I'm going to scanners, and one more relative strength that we can test, that we can do, is which stocks have actually not broken a certain moving average. So let us do Nifty Auto, Bank, as well as Nifty 50. So I'll just use 50-day average because it's a slightly larger period that I'm going to look at. I'm going to give it a look back from the first date that we saw, that is 8th Feb. So what this look back tells me is the stocks that have not broken below their 50-day average since the date that I put is, one second, 8th of Feb. So this is the list I get from Nifty 50, Auto and Bank. So the first stock that we are seeing is Bajaj Auto, then again Bharti Airtel. So you will be seeing that these are the stocks that are actually trading close to their highs. So these are the strong names that we are able to find based on the scan that we have run. So this is another example, M&M, which has actually touched the 50 EMA but has not broken below it. Again Maruti, ONGC, PNB. So this is also actually just sitting at the 50 EMA, has not broken yet. Then SBIN, this has also not broken 50-day exponential average since then. Sun Pharma and again Tata Motors. So this is the focus list that we can now keep in mind and continue with our scan. So now, since today is the day we are looking for some fresh signals, so let's just look at both price reversals as well as momentum reversals. So in price, I mean Dow trend reversal, which is higher highs and higher lows. So here also, if I select similar indices and look for reversals, so these are the 4 stocks that are showing me reversal in today's session on the daily chart. And for those, and these are the ones for which trend is already up. So these are some common names that we are seeing again and again. Names from auto sector, mainly Bajaj Auto, Bosch, Eicher, as well as Maruti, and few of the banking stocks as well. So I'm going to the proprietary Rohit scanner now to look for momentum bullish signals. Again, I'm going to select 50 banking, auto 50, and I'm going to hit new buy. That means which are the signals where the RMI gave a bullish crossover today. So again, similar names we are seeing: Bajaj Auto, Bajaj Finserv. Now this one is actually different from the others because it is trading below the daily averages. The other two are trading above, and then again Maruti. So if we also factor in the weekly RMI, then only this stock has it in bullish mode. So what we did today was basically scan for relative strength on a market level to find out which sectors can be good, and a different way of looking at relative strength by checking which stocks have not broken below their key moving averages, and then actually looking for new signals in only those baskets. So that's how the process looks like. Now, if we do start getting a market level, market wide bounce from here on, we will see more and more stocks giving us reversals. But what we can do is keep ourselves confined to the strong stocks that we have found. Now, one of the stock that we have seen almost in every scan is this Maruti Suzuki. So here you can see we got a new signal, new bullish signal on the RMI today itself, and the structure itself looks like a breakout. So if I go to the chart of Maruti, yeah, so it had made two highs at this level previously, and today it has actually broken out of this resistance. So if we look at the setup chart, then downtrend had been bullish since last 2-3 days, and today momentum has also confirmed. So this is the kind of setups we look to find during or after a correction where we can put our uh, allocation basically into strong stocks. So this is not investment or a trading advice. I'm simply showing how to look for relative strength in any kind of a market to filter down your list of focus of stocks. So if we have to look deeper into this stock, let's look into weekly setup as well. So on the weekly also, it has been actually into bullish mode since the February beginning, and the cycle has not yet got over. And for the long term or the fundamental investors, we can also go to the fundamental section and look if the valuations are not too cheap, sorry, not too expensive for entering into that stock. So if we actually, let me go to the strike valuation setup directly so that we'll focus on momentum as well as price together. So I'm going to actually a 10-year chart. So what we can see here is on the 1st of January, that is because this is a monthly chart, the P ratio was 26, which is at the first green line. If I zoom in slightly, you can see here, this is nothing but the -1 standard deviation zone for the P ratio, followed by a monthly momentum that is already in bullish mode. If I switch to candlesticks, you'll be able to see that the stock has actually broken out of a multi-year high zone. Yeah, so this was a high back in 2017. So it broke out of that, retested, and now again, possibly it is continuing the long-term trend with the valuations also not looking too expensive. So again, I'm repeating disclaimer, this is not an investment advice. So we are just looking to scan for strong stocks, and this is how you can use your one-stop solution, that is Strike, to find out your focus list and then do further deep analysis into the stocks that you like, including your technical, fundamental, as well as FNO analysis. So to do that, I'm simply going to their futures, and in OI interpretation also, I can study the futures data as well from the stock that we like. So this is applicable only for the FNO stocks. If you're looking for only cash market stocks, then also you can look for various data points, including deals and insider trades and various other fundamental data. So if you like this video, do give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for future videos. Thank you.